Recently I was at the Round2 booth checking out all the goodies coming out, and they always have a catalog there. I have a lot of people always ask me to show the catalog, so I picked up the 2024 catalog, and we're going to flip through it and I'll show you what's inside. Alright, let's get into the 2024 Round2 catalog. It shows everything. This catalog has everything coming out in 2024 and things that have, I think, already been out. You can see we got everything. Of course, the contents. But it's pretty lengthy. Just fast forward to what you want to check out, because I'm going to go page by page, because there's a lot of people that cannot get this catalog or haven't been able to, or they can just look at this video and see what's inside. But start off with all the slot cars. Got gobs of slot cars. Let me know down below if you like to run slot cars. I know I do. I used to be always into the HO slot cars. In fact, I still have a lot of my HO stuff. But I've gotten into the bigger slot cars now that my local hobby shop has a track. And it's a good time. But you can see that for slot cars, they've got it all. Tires, parts, to everything. Cases for your slot cars. Of course, track. And we have the sets. They have all kinds of sets for the slot cars. Now we're getting into the 18 scale diecast. That's what this is. Like gobs of 18 scale stuff coming out. I ended up getting rid of most of all of my 18 scale diecast several years ago. I was into collecting Mopar diecast, and I had a good friend of mine that was really big into Mopars, and I ended up giving him everything I had. There must have been 60 or 70 18 scale diecast I had. I kind of wish I had those back now. A lot of high wing cars and Cudas and Challengers, but a lot of neat 18 scale diecast coming out. Of course, here's your bikes. Monkey Mobile. A lot of cool stuff. I did keep my, I guess they're going to come back out with it, the Bluesmobile. And I think I still have my Dragula. Highly recommend that diecast if you don't have it. Of course, that's one of my favorite movies, the Blues Brothers. What a great movie. Here's some 24 scale diecast. And if you want to see anything longer, just put it on pause. I'm going to kind of flip through this pretty quick because it's a lengthy catalog. Now we're into 64 scale diecast. That's what this was 64. Johnny Lightnings. 64 scale. More Johnny Lightnings. Here's what I like is the accessories for your diecast. Boats, campers, trailers. More boats, trailers, and campers. And still all 64 stuff. The vans. Love the custom vans. I want to have a custom van so bad. I keep threatening that to my wife. I'm going to get a custom van. She just laughs. I kind of miss the custom van days. Those were hot in the 70s. Go to all the World Wheel shows, and man, there must have been 20 or 30 custom vans there. Still in the 64 scale. course, there's a lot of 64 scale stuff. That's probably the most popular diecast there is. We're still in 64 scale. These little tow trucks are pretty cool. I kind of dig those. More 64 scale. We have accessory packs for your 64 scale. We got some military 64 scale. Of course, more Munsters. Christine. Well, these are 87th scale now. These are HO, 87 HO scale for the train guys. Missed my train setup. Used to have a train setup growing up. Man, I love that. I don't have a place anymore now to put a train layout. Otherwise, I would. One of my last hobby shop walkthroughs I did, they catered in a lot of train stuff, and I asked the guys, if you still got a train layout, let me know down below. And of course, several guys still do. If I had room, I'd put one out. Alright, now we're getting into the models. The majority of everyone that watches this channel is wanting to see the models. Here you go. It's a cool kit. It's different. If you're into building something different. And they also said there's going to be a lot of surprises that is not in this catalog. So we'll go real slow with this. It's a great round car to build. Of course, it's a lot of reissues. A la carte. A lot of people have been asking for that a la carte, so that's coming back out. Groove Boss. Let me know down below what you're wanting to get. I knew they were coming out with that. I'm surprised they don't re-release this thing probably twice a year with different decals. There were so many race teams that ran those, or I should say wheelie teams that ran those for exhibition. I'm looking forward to that big scale 55. Thinking about doing that as a gasser. I might have to get with some 3D printer or something and see if I can get a few parts for that, like maybe some cool rear tires or something. It's going to be a hot kit right there. Tell you what else I think is going to be pretty hot too. It's this little Subaru Brat. I've had a lot of people wanting to know if that's coming back out. No, it is. We got some semis. I want to get back to building my semis. That gravel trailer is a great kit. You can actually also turn that into, there's directions on this gravel trailer kit to cut it up a little bit. It's easy cuts, and make that the dump bed to put on the back of a truck. So instead of a trailer, it's actually a bed. A lot of people have been asking for the logging trailer and the livestock trailer. So they're coming out. That's coming out. That's a pretty popular kit. Love the beer decals. I'm in a process of building that, and I put it up. I drilled out every single hole on the deck plate. There was hundreds and hundreds. There might have been 1,000 holes. I got so burnt out on building that thing. So I put it back up. Couple nice kits right there. Some monster trucks. Alaskan Hauler. Western Star or Pete. Another International. And we got some parts packs. These parts packs are cool. Have you guys ever seen these parts packs with the decals? They're great. Man, I've used them quite a few times, and they have some cool decals. The parts packs for the tires and wheels, they're great too. Highly recommend those. There's your parts packs coming out. Here's some cool kits. A lot of people talk about wanting to get kids back into the hobby. Right here's a whole page of kits to get some kids for Christmas gifts or birthday gifts, or just for the heck of it. Another neat thing about these are great slump buster builds. I always recommend something like this when someone's saying, man, I'm in a slump, haven't been building in a while. These are great kits to get for that. What else we got? A few more kits coming out. And we got some sci-fi or Star Trek stuff. These are popular. When I go to Wonderfest, man, I tell you what, guys are loving this stuff at Wonderfest. And I always show the Round 2 booth at Wonderfest, and they're loaded with all this stuff. This is popular stuff that Round 2 has. Great stuff here. Love seeing it. Man, that's another slump buster. Do something sci-fi or Star Wars or Star Trek or something. It's a great slump buster. And something cool to get some kids. Same with these UFOs and rockets. If you're not into them, build one as a slump buster. Give one to some kids. They'll love it. There's some cool kits. I'll tell you what, I'm excited. It's a great time to be a modeler. And like I said, or like they told me at the Round 2 booth the other week, there's a lot of surprises coming out. There's all 6 trikes. A lot of people wonder what all trikes there are. There's all 6 right there. Got the mailbox, the taco, the tiki, milk, cobra, and torque. This is a little hidden gem kit. I know it's been out for quite a while and they're going to keep releasing it, but what's neat about it is you can't do enough trucks. You pick up something like this kit and you put that wedge on the back of him, and you also have a mini bike. Some more kits. Great kit for a kid. That was one of his very first kits he ever built. A little neat story on that is, got one of the display cases for him to put that in. Well, this comes with a real long antenna. The antenna sticks way up. What was cool about that is we put it in the display case, and instead of taking the antenna off, we tilted the car up so the antenna was touching the roof and kind of bent, so the car always looked like it was doing a wheelie in the display case. Man, my son just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And it did look neat sitting on the shelf. All kids like to do wheelies. More wacky racer stuff. Looks like they're coming back out with the large petty kit. Ram Charger kit, great kit. I think that's a hidden gem kit if it still has, yep, it does. It still has a trailer. A lot of people don't know that Caprice has a car trailer with it. Sidebuster, the Hustler, the Demon. I did a video showing the Demon. That's due out anytime. Switchers 32, Bantam Blast. Looks like we got another Shirley Muldowney car. The other one that came out was white, so I'm not sure what the difference is between the other one and the one getting ready to come out. Undertaker Dragster. Love it. Cool stuff. Getting excited. There's one of them cases I picked up for my son to put that car in. It was doing a wheelie. But they sell cases. People always want to know where they can get cases. More cool kits for slump busters or to give to kids. Again, if you want to get kids in the hobby, pick them stuff up like this. It's interesting. Only 500 it's going to be made. The gold Batmobile. It's different. Some apparel, shirts, hats. There you go. Follow them on social media. They've got a great YouTube channel every month. They come out at the very first of the month with what they're coming out with for that month. And I love their channel. I watch it all the time. They do a good job with it. And they're also on Facebook. Puzzles. A lot of people don't know this, but they come out with different puzzles every year. That's always a fun gift to give to someone or with a child and build a puzzle with them during the winter time. We always have a puzzle going every winter. These clocks are pretty cool. These little tin signs are cool. They kind of represent, remember the buttons? They were what, about the size of a 50-cent piece back in the day? The little metal buttons that they used to have. That Stein's pretty neat. I love Max though. Supplies. Paint sets. More tools. Get you a good pair of nippers. Highly recommend nippers to take the parts off the trees. Yeah, looks like they have some Tamiya stuff. Best tape you can ever buy for modeling. There's the glue I use. Not too hip on the orange, not too hip on the light green. I've got all three, but that's the one I use probably 90% of the time. Their paints. There's all the paint colors. Of course, they got about every color under the sun. Spray colors. Got some Tamiya paints. Great paint. Love painting with that. And if you guys want to request something, that's another thing I get. If people want to request something, you can call toll free or email them. Toll free number 1-888-910-2889. And there's their website, autoworldstore.com. Yep, autoworldstore.com. There's a fax number if you want to fax them. But, yeah, get a hold of them and request a model. A lot of people say, hey, how can I request something to get built or get made for the future? Well, if you got tons of people requesting the same kit, they're going to listen and get it made. It's like you can order from them. A few more things. And that is the 2024 catalog from Round 2. And again, there's how you can get a hold of them. 1-888-910-2889 or autoworldstore.com, or visit them on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you guys on the next video on Throttle Power.